Hey guys, it's me, Waddler, and I am a duck, and today I'm going to show you how to flood the world. But before I get started, make sure to go subscribe to Snooping and Diamond RBX, because Snooping has made the giant platform glitch, and Diamond is helping me with it, because you need 2 players. Also join my Discord, which is linked in the description too. So, let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is you want your friend, in this case it's Diamond, he or she needs to be leader. So like, go to red team and then switch back so that your friend is now the leader. So there, he's here. Now what you want to do with your blocks is you want to build a thing with, well, just a rod here, and scale it because you do need scale and screw. You want to scale it so it's just bigger than the side walls. Now what you want to do is you want to place a block and then place it around here and then go place a block behind it like that, and then scale this block 1,000 blocks into the air, which in this case is, I'm going to use a different block so it's easier to count. So I'm going to use metal. Inside 2018 I need to go 1018 up. So what you can do is if jets work for you, then you can use them, but I don't think they go high enough. So what you want to do is you want to sit down, place a cake, add a jet, and then use a hinge or whatever flying device you'd like to use. I'm just going to use a hinge because it's easy. Since I place these anchored, you unanchor. I'm just going to crawl up to where that is, and then have scale on 2. This is where your friend comes in. What you want to do is share mode them. Okay, he's accepted. And then you don't want to share mode him yet. What you want to do is you want to make this metal thing 1,000 blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scale it up. I'm going to check how much I have. I need 1,018. So don't worry that you're going backwards or tilting. Doesn't matter too much. But just make this rod 1,000 blocks into the air. All that matters really is that this is a big rod. So 1,000. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the jet. Oops, pressed a hinge. Okay, I'm just gonna crawl down. And then just scale this to where it needs to be, which is that tall. Now you can just drop out of the sky and fall back to the bottom of it, and you've got your measurement. Now, what you want to do is you want to set up the same flying machine. So, cake, a jet, and a hinge. 1, 2. It doesn't have to be a hinge, you can use any fly glitch that you want. So I'm just going to go up. This is where my friend comes in. Is that first, before I share my friend, you want to make this pretty big. I'm going to make it pretty wide. I'm going to make mine about this wide. Because the width is, it doesn't have to be too wide, but I'm going to just make it a little bit wide. So, yeah, accepted. And you see if I click on that, I have the same as he does. In this case, my friend has a lot of sand. But yeah, if your friend doesn't have as much sand, you can make it not as wide or thinner. So I'm just going to start scaling this up. I'm going to just reattach the jet as well, because I detached it because I started to tilt, and that's not very good if I'm tilting. So I probably want to move a bit backwards and start, and I'm just going to fly up here. And then scale, and when it gets too much you click it and then scale it again. So that's basically what you want to do. I'm not going to use the jet anymore. And if this takes a bit of time, since it's repetitive, I might speed this up. There we go, I'm at the top now. Well, I'm close enough to the top. Now just scale it so it's at the same level. So there. You've got your plan of what you're gonna do. I'm not gonna get exact watercolour since that could be hard to get, but I'm just gonna get a similar colour. I'm just gonna do a little, I'm just gonna go for saturation just a bit deeper. Just gonna pick out this colour. I should just put, yeah, I'm just picking about this colour. I know this isn't exact water, but it's close enough. So, if you want to get exact water, there's ways to do that. So, yeah, so now that I've made the first piece, you want to save it. So, I'm going to save it as flood. So, save. Oh yeah, got to exit share mode. So I can save. So, saved. I'm just gonna load it. I like to save and load. Then what you want to do is you want to make, well, you want to get a jet. Not a, well, yeah, just make a flying machine up into the sky. It needs to go at least a bit higher than the stages. Well, the walls of the world. You just need to go higher than them. You'll see why soon. So I'm just gonna unanchor this again. And I'm gonna head up into the sky. Like, this spot here would be fine. But for some reason my hinge, I must have done the hinges wrong. I'll just fix that. Oh yeah, it's just this. Oh, bear with me a moment while I just fix my fly. Oops. There. Keep putting it wrong. There, finally got it right. So you see, you just set up your flying machine. Then you want to just fly up to a considerable height. Like, here will be fine. Now what you do is you just place a cat. You want to place a block under yourself. Like there. If it anchors you, don't worry. Because I'll just do that to demonstrate. You can just, if you can place one on the chair. I mean cake. And then I'm just gonna get rid of the jet and the cake, and then you can get rid of the hinge if you want. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place a couple blocks out here. And then I'm gonna place my chair like this, so it tilts. So you wanna get it outwards because you're gonna be tilting this thing onto its side. So you want it facing like this, so that you'll see why. You want the green arrow pointing towards it and for it to be on its side. I'm just gonna add a portal here as well. I'm just gonna back up a bit. Then I'll add the portal so it doesn't attach. Just put one here. And then add one on the chair, like that. So there, the first portal set up. And you don't really need the guide rod anymore. And now what you want to do is using the same flying machine. Is you want to fly up to about halfway, to the halfway mark on it, on the big water. So you get your flying machine up again. And then you start going up. Right now it could be helpful to have share mode on. So yep, he accepted. So share mode makes sure that it won't glitch out. So what you just do is you find the center. Oops, I flew past it, but I found it's down here. And now I'm just gonna mark it with a wooden. Well, since this is my friend's blocks, I'm just gonna get it marked. I'm gonna, oh, game's lagging. Game lagged then. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mark it next to it, get rid of share mode, and then add in a seat. Now I'm gonna ask my friend to clear all. There. And tell him to clear, and see his block goes. And then right next to this, you want to place your portal. So now I'm just gonna remove the hinge. Actually, first, you want to set up another portal so that you can get up. Maybe you can paint it black, then I'm gonna fall down. And then place another portal and paint it black and save. So I'll save the flood, and I'll load it to be safe. Then what you want to do is teleport up and delete that, like I just did. And then you want to place a cake. So what you want to do is you want to select all, and then on computer hold shift and deselect the portal. Now you can unanchor, and also delete down there while you're being anchored. Just, oh yeah, I need to just hop out. Oh yeah. Ah yes, I forgot. I forgot that's gonna fall out the sky. Delete that. Yeah, I'm just gonna hop back in. And then I'm gonna select all. And that's lower. So I'm just gonna deselect the portal. Then turn off anchor. That portal fell down, but that's fine. You can always just place it back. Like this. And then now I'm just gonna delete the share, and I'm gonna walk into it. So see, you've got this massive wide piece. Now with this like this, you want to select and anchor it. And then now place a different, you can delete the portals that you placed over there too. Now what you want to do is you want to place the block, and then a different block can go out about 3 or 4. And then make a new platform up here. Because this, you've made the main segment, now what you need to do is dupe. So we're gonna just make a portal. We can paint this black like the old one. And yep, this is anchored. Delete that, delete that. And I can get rid of that. So now I'm just gonna go up to the top of this platform. And delete. Yep, that's anchored. Delete all these and then save it. This makes the weird glitch that this big beam will be saved. So the next part, this is good if you should probably go on pink or yellow. I'm just gonna go on to pink and load it in. So what is it? Flood. So what you do is you load it in, and this part's the duping. I'll show you how to do one dupe, and then I think I'm probably going to cut out the rest of the dupes because they'll take a while. So what you want to do, you want to place a chair down here, and you could also put one up there as like a marker. I'm just going to get out wood so it's easier to scale it up to make sure my markers is a good size. So match rotation, and that's a good spot there. Now what you need to do is I'm just going to save this. And there's now how you dupe is you sit in the chair, place a cake, and then you add a server, then one of the sets move to 5 and add this in. Well, 0.5. And you can fly now, so you just unanchor. Yeah, oops, I did mine a bit weird, but yeah, since these are so wide, you actually can't turn with them, so you've got to use jets to direct them. So I'm just gonna fly into the air. I'm gonna go to the left, and once this part goes out of reach, that's when you load it in. I understand that this may be hard to do, but with a bit of practice you can get it done. So I think I've flown away. And load flood. Yep, I've loaded it. Going back the other way now. There we're going. Now what you want to do is you want to hit the upwards one. And then now go with the sideways again. And find until you nearly line up. Like here. My fly glitch didn't work, so I'm just going to fix that with a max rotation block. So max rotation. There, I'm flying now. I see my friend just flying over here. Now what you want to do is you want to position yourself close here. If you fly too far back, you can just add a jet and set it to really slow, like 10. And then there. I'm just gonna drop. I'm gonna remove my jets and the server, and now just walk towards it. Now, when you've placed that, you want to put your camera inside the block, and then that move to 1, and then add a pole to connect those two together. Now you just delete that and then save. So I'm gonna cut out the rest of the dupes, but I'm gonna dupe about 4 or 5 times. Okay, so then I'm done with the duplication, and now let's do a bit of setting it up. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make a fly glitch like this. There. And you want to fly, you want to eat a candy or something, or do anything to get you higher up. And then up, up, up. Keep going. Go about fast. Go to the top of this 4th segment. So about here. Then place a chair with a black portal on top of it. Turning it up. Delete this hinge. You don't need this ice platform anymore. So let's just save this. Save it. And now let's set up the rest of it. So you want to go back up here actually. And you want to go out, place a block, set scale to 2, and go out about 6. So that's 4, 5, and 6. Go off. It just does that's a glitch. Why you build anchored. Go out 6 and then just scale it slightly into the blue. And then add on a piston. So you can do the up and down thing. If you want, you can add about 1 to 3. I'm just gonna do 1. And so you guys can try 3 if you build it. So there's that. You wanna have 1 on there. And then you wanna save that as well, save that. And now what you wanna do is you wanna place a chair facing with the arrow down and do this, and then delete the other 2. Now what you can do is you can add a portal and then leave this as it is. Now add in a red portal next to the black. And from this chair, place a block above it and scale it down a fair bit, like there. Now on the bottom, you want to place a metal block. Scale it to 0.2. And then scale it out so it's about as wide and as long as the plot. So make it pretty big. So there. Now what you want to do is you want to place the portal and get down there. If you want, you can center it now. You can add that. And now behind here, behind this rod, you want to add a driver's seat. And in front of it, you want to place a wood block with a metal like that. And then a jet turbine, which is set to jet speed 50. So most of the setting up is done. If you want, I think this should actually be moved a little further to the front. I think it's probably better a little to the front. And now, this is something that I like to do, is I'm going to make another platform. Because you'll see why. I'm just making like a little carpet area that covers up this side and the portal. So, just scaling it into the walls. So now that's done, so I'm gonna save. And that's pretty much the setup for the flood. So let's get on to white team. And do the flood. So let's load in flood. Yeah, there. Loaded. What you want to do is you want to go here. You want to remove the portal and place a kick. Now select everything on an anchor. And then anchor again, and then add portal behind you like that. Now what you want to do, you want to, no, I'm not going to use a purple, just use a jet to push yourself into here. So it makes you place the little thingy down there. And delete this rod that goes through the floor, it's unnecessary. Now what you can do is you can light up this little area. And then using a different block, I'm going to use rusty metal, just scale this through that floor there. So now you can safely remove yourself from it. Like that. And you don't need the black portal anymore. Now that you're down here, you delete that wood. And then you select this block with screwdriver and hit F or whatever to set it off. And delete the jet and then scale it into here. This will make it act like real water. As can you see, it's not going to be active yet, because the next step is to delete that. I'm going to rise it a little bit to test out the conveyor mode. Yep, the conveyor's working and it's about as fast as water. I can't fight it either. It's just a little faster than water. So I'm just getting back to my portal to go into my little room. And I'm able to control this, and you see it floods the world. And I can also put the tides back in. The diamond over there. So, anyways, thank you for watching and goodbye.